Oh no! They
Grove.
use Vanetti's cape to track me.
Yeah. You say grove, and instead of pointing at the grove you were originally thinking, you're at a different grove, and you hear a pleasant stream behind you. You are in just like a rather temperate forestry area. There's a small grove of trees. There's a stream behind you, and you look back and you see that there's like kind of like a nice little river going on, a little babbling brook. Off in the distance, coming from where the water's coming from, you hear a voice. It sounds like someone's talking to themselves and quite like loud and frustrated.
Who's there?
The voice stops, and someone yells out, "What? Who's there?"
I am Alzim of the Troll Town.
Well, don't just sit there in the shadows, Alzim. Come on, come up.
I will step up towards the river.
All right.
Where are we, and how have I come to this place?
You start walking. So you start walking up the river to where the voice is coming from. And you see that this small stream is coming from a small waterfall. And sitting next to this waterfall is an elf wearing some like rags, has long, beautiful blonde hair, and he's very wet. Near him, he has like a set of papers and like I guess a quill and some pen, and he's shivering a little, and he says, "Are you Alzim?"
I am he. Who are you, and what is this place?
This is just a waterfall. I didn't quite catch the name. I just asked for the closest waterfall.
You asked for the closest waterfall. Wait, are you not from here?
Well, I mean, I hang out around Organthal, but like I never bothered to learn the landmarks. I kind of just drank a lot.
Wait, are we in Organthal here?
Yeah, Organthal. It's about like 2 days travel up north. How did you get here?
I thought you brought me. Are you a wizard?
Shit. I'm not very good at this. Name's Helianthus.
Wait. Helianthus, the elf? For whom the tongue? Wait. Are you a god?
Yeah, in a word. A little bit more now than before. Have you ever tried nursing a hangover after drinking for like 800 years? Oh, boy.
I see.
Hurts.
My friend Led had mentioned that he had met you recently.
Yeah, Led. I was trying to bring him here.
You've missed.
Oh. Well, this is embarrassing. I'm also late. You see, I was under that waterfall for like 3 hours trying to bring him here. As you can see, I'm going to finally get out, yelling at myself for not getting to work. Yeah, because I was really embarrassed by the last time he came in, and so I thought maybe this time I'll actually meet him under a waterfall. It would be really cool. Dude,
are you the god of waterfalls
no,
as well as...
Hold on, let's rewind this. Can you walk down the river real quick? I want you to come back up just a second. He puts down his quill and goes into the water. And like sits on a rock and he shouts over, "Go, come on! Let's rewind, let's start this over. I'm under the waterfall."
I'm gonna stay here. It's fine. I appreciate the effect you are trying to create. But the fact that you are in the form of an elf right now is already problematic.
Alright, this is not as great as I thought it was. He gets out of the water. I was like, God damn. Let's write that in. I was in the waterfall. It's a fact. It happened.
I acknowledge that you had walked into the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yes, that is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm an elf. It sucks. I'd rather be up there, but it is what it is. So now you're here. Yeah, sweet. You're on a journey. Come here. That's great. You kind of took a shortcut. But yeah, welcome to Organthal. Or at least
why were you bringing...
Organthal.
What was your purpose in summoning Lev?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I wrote this down. And he pulls up a piece of paper. And he's like, I was trying to think of like what to
Is
say.
the paper all wet?
Yeah, the paper's pretty wet. Okay. Yeah. You know Lunar?
The moon god.
Yeah, the moon god. Yeah. He's also alive. Hate his guts. He's a dick. He also has a champion.
Oh.
Yeah, Led is my champion, and he has one too. So I wanted to warn him that there was probably some guy who was going to come after him because Lunar's a dick, and so he's going to like send a guy to kill my guys. But you know how it is.
Do you believe that if we were to talk to this Lunar, that he would tell us that you are a dick, and that you have a champion? I mean, come after his champion.
Well, I mean, probably. I think I'm great. I mean, I'm the sun god. I'm the god of everything that's good. I put the light on the world. I led the humans, the elves, the
What
dwarves.
happened to you? You left us for 1,000 years.
I mean, I didn't leave you. I didn't abandon you. I was always here. It's just was just demoted.
You realize that countless millions have died because of you.
Yeah, but countless millions died from Lunar too. So
sure.
It's not all my fault.
You are correct. We have beef with both of you. But is it true that you are returning now? That the true sun will be restored?
Well, I stopped drinking because I thought, if I'm actually someone's god, if I'm Led's god, I should probably act like one. And so maybe I shouldn't drink so much. It was causing him pain, the burning. So I thought maybe I should stop drinking and, not cause him as much pain.
That is a very wise thing. You could learn from the great wisdom of the people. The things that have been learned.
What do you mean? Come on. What do you mean learn from mortals? I mean, come on. You live for 20 years tops?
The trolls are quite long-lived. And our chief, Hakim, is a wise leader.
So you live 40 years? I mean, come on. What can you learn in 40 years?
There's much wisdom if you know that you must make decisions that can impact the future, but you will never see it. You have grown lazy as a god. Your drinking has proven that you have become tired of your existence. Come down to the mortal realm. Experience what it is like to be as we are.
Man,
Relearn compassion.
I think I would know compassion. I was, after all, the god of compassion and all things good. Isn't it compassionate that I led the power to heal people? I mean, you can heal people now. That's pretty compassionate.
Sure.
He can do it.
But there are many things that we as mortals seek the wisdom of the gods for. And if the gods cannot see our plight, cannot experience and feel it, their counsel, what good is it? It will lack perspective.
There you go.
Oh, I thought he was like, come closer, Ozzy,
like,
for you're not seeing.
You just gotta get your viewpoint to come closer to my viewpoint, and then...
It's like,
okay.
What?
Just like Sheryl Sandberg.
Okay.
This Lunar.
Yeah. Lunar.
Is he your brother? Is she your sister? Are you siblings?
They're like my brother, sister. I don't know what form they took.
We should speak to them.
I don't know about that.
The stories say that in the ancient days, before the Great Wars, you and they shared the skies. Your light gave hope and light and life to the day. But Lunar's light gave cooling and romance and love and magic to the night. You were two sides of the same coin. Surely there existed a time in the past when there was great love between the two of you. What happened to you? You were so good.
Well, got greedy. I wanted to light the world the whole time. I want to only light. And that kind of created a separation. It cast out people. It cast out your kinds too.
Yes, you can imagine the suffering of the world, of all life on Earth, if nothing but sun shone 24 hours a day. Again, if you had experienced what we experienced, you would know how unwise that would be.
All right. Okay.
Call your brother. Come join us in the Troll Grove and experience the beauty that is what we mortals see.
Well, I can't go to you. You have to come to me. It's a required thing. That it's like a pilgrimage. That's why. But
can you bring Lunar here?
If it's all working out like this, we'll probably run into Lunar eventually.
But we need to stop the fight between your champion and his.
That's not something I need to do. That's something that I can't even do. It's something that you'll have to do when the time comes. And you know what? Hey, here's a step in compassion. I'm getting some power back. Much more than lead can handle. You're used to using the Son of Man. How would you like to use mine?
Of course. I have seen enough of your power, even just moments ago. I recognize that you are the true sun god, but you have lost your way, just as we have over these last centuries.
Perhaps
we can learn from one another.
Perhaps this is one way I can convince Lunar that I'm trying to change. If I give one of her children my power. Maybe.
If it will help to prevent his champion and yours from doing combat. Maybe. If they can come together, I will bear whatever burden you wish to give upon me.
Yeah, this will work out. It might seem like a hand thrust across, a gesture of kindness, gesture of peace. Sure. And he kind of looks around a little awkwardly and goes, I don't actually know how to do that. How do I give you my power? Okay. Gotta think. I have to remember. This was a long time ago when I did this. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am quite ready.
Okay. All right. He starts looking around for the right position. He kind of like moves you into a right spot, looks in the sky, moves you again, and moves it again. I was like, all right, okay. All right, you ready?
Sure.
And he just pushes you into the water. For being an elf, it's much stronger than you expect. And you are thrust back into the water. And you fall in. And the water goes all over you, but the water is warm and almost inviting. And you feel this giant light cascade all around you. And the next thing you know, you are let's see, the classic your head's beneath the surface, but you just kind of jump out of the water. You jump out of the water, and we're going right back to your guys' scene. Right when you were saying, what's happened?
Is it a wizard?
Yeah, is it a wizard? Alzim just thrusts his head out of the water.
Alzim!
Oh, Helianthus, you jerk! Wait, oh, my friends.
It was your god.
Oh.
Why would he do that?
Wait, you met Helianthus?
Apparently you were speaking the truth. He is a drunken elf.
Here, take my hand.
Yeah. He had a message for you. He worked...
Pull you out of the water.
I forgot I was still standing there. I lumber out. He wanted to make sure that you were aware that he took great pains to be in a waterfall when he summoned you again.
Well, that's better than drunk in a tavern, I guess.
However...
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
However, his aim is still in want And apparently he had summoned me by accident because you were nearby. He didn't quite get you. However, what did he also say? Oh yes, he stopped drinking so that your powers could be enhanced.
Oh,
Apparently he took your counsel to light. Oh,
that explains all
I'm
that.
sorry. I was so caught up by his trickery. Apparently Lunar has a champion. Oh, by the way, are you aware that you are now the champion of Helianthus?
I had sort of gotten that impression. I knew
Okay.
I was his only disciple.
Oh, that explains much then. Because he did refer to you as his champion.
Okay.
Apparently, Lunar, the moon god, also has a champion. And he's coming after you.
I wonder. I gotta ask. Do you figure Lunar is as singularly ineffective as Helianthus has been the last 1,000 years? Because if so, we'll probably like meet and shake hands and be like, "Hey,
Oh,
my god's sort of a drunken dick. Is your god sort of a drunken dick?" And yeah, and then we'll just like work together to get them to make up.
that would be my hope. I had also proposed that they make up. But apparently, they're not that open to seeing each other.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that.
I thought maybe perhaps your powers would both have wings so much that your battle would be something more like lots of hand flapping as opposed to actually like epic world destroying powers.
Well, the way my power has been increasing over the last few weeks, if Lunar's power has been doing the same thing, or his disciples' power, his champion's power, that is not what I want to see. That'd
Exactly.
be pretty nasty, actually. So, if we can get away without actually fighting them, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, apparently, Helianthus wanted to make a gesture of reconciliation. But, whatever it was not successful. You see, he said, well, since Led didn't get here and it was you, I will give you the sign of my power. So, he prepared me for some ritual or some gift that he was going to give, but then just pushed me into the lake
Well, maybe
by
that
the
was,
waterfall.
maybe that was the
Well, did
ritual.
it work?
Yeah, did it work?
I'm quite wet, as you can see.
Well, have you tried casting a spell yet?
No. He didn't say anything about that. I thought it would be a trinket or a token. Or a
Ways
neckband of some
these
sort.
gods seem to be very mysterious, so perhaps by pushing you into the water, that was what he meant to do. Well, are you
There's
going
only
to
one
try
way to
it?
find out.
Let me see.
Let's look at the Paladin spell list.
I don't recall I saw that thing. Oh, I checked them out. Well, oh, there were many lists. I think all of my spells are the ones that
I think you can just cast like first level spells, right? So you can just do light.
Oh no, I think I picked
Oh,
The,
you picked them?
well you have to pick them, right?
Yeah, it's not gonna be those. Those are the high level spells. And what was the?
I remember I wrote it down somewhere that I picked like bless and I think
Divine favor.
Oh, cause fear.
Cleric to a level 1 for using the spell. Every time you gain a level thereafter,
Yeah.
increase your effective cleric level by 1.
right, because I remember I tried to do cause fear in that fight, and I think the other thing I took was bless. Oh, and sanctuary. Yeah, so I took bless, cause fear, and sanctuary.
Boy, we got a lot of repeat in
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
buildings here.
because I didn't take the others because they didn't seem to fit within the
Sun
For the,
god.
okay,
Yeah.
for the sake
Pantheon.
of this example, you can cast whatever one you want.
Okay.
Don't worry about
well.
rule specifics.
In that case,
I was
Let's
hoping it would
try-
have been like, I only have cause fear, so I guess we have to cause fear on a companion to test it.
well, let's try magic weapon then. I will attempt to empower my weapon with the light of Helianthus.
Okay, yeah, light shines from above casting your sword in light, or showering your sword in light, or your hammer, or your glaive. What was it?
It's a glaive.
Glaive, casting a great light on your glaive, causing it to, let's say, glow with a heavenly light.
Mm.
I thought it was a halberd.
Halberd?
Oh, yes.
That was it.
Did you have a glaive? Who had a glaive?
Well,
Someone had a glaive.
I had.
You have the fighter
I have
weapon.
I have a halberd and spear.
Yeah. Fighter.
I have a
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
fighter unique spear bladed weapon.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
really like choose. Do you choose a weapon?
You don't choose a weapon type. You just
you
choose
just build
a,
it.
Yeah, you choose a base weapon type, and
Yeah,
you put
that's
things
it.
on it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, gotcha.
cool.
Okay.
Fighter is really like weapon. I am class weapon. Build your weapon.
What build your weapon? It's so satisfying.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's a halberd that apparently now glows with the appropriate light of Helianthus.
Ooh.
Well,
See,
Appears
there
to
it
have
is.
worked.
I feel like he could have made this whole process less awkward. Could have touched my weapons. I give you the blessing of Helianthus.
Would that be more comfortable or less? Well, it seems to have worked.
I feel like your god embodying the body of an elf has given him elf-like qualities that are not attractive.
He's too wily and
Yes.
Why an elf?
That was explained.
yeah. He
It
said,
If you're given a choice to be whatever mortal thing you want,
Oh right,
why
yeah.
not choose to be the most beautiful, awesome one?
Light still goes. Why an elf?
It's because of elf propaganda.
Yeah.
They've been selling the idea that they were the best race for so long.
even
Clearly-
they believe it.
Yes.
No.
Clearly trolls are better. We are superior in strength.
Oh,
In
well,
might.
battery work.
And of course, even more attractive. And those are the 103 reasons that we have always known trolls are better than elves.
Ah. So really, Helianthus should have been born. Oh, except that perhaps the champion of Lunar is a troll then.
I have been thinking much of this. I am thinking that perhaps Lunar is a troll, but his champion
Oh yes, yes.
is a dark wizard embedded with the servants of the Son of Man.
Maybe. I don't think the wizards. I've heard of wizards, and I don't think that their power is of the same source as ours. But I could be wrong.
I do remember from the old writings that wizards saw the moon as their patron. But they are old
Guess we'll have to
stories,
find
and
out.
it's been a long time. Because when I was speaking with your god, I had indicated that perhaps you and his champion might come to an understanding that Lunar and Helianthus could not. That apparently they are not so open to meeting together with one another.
But perhaps we could mediate that conversation.
Exactly.
Do we know what the other moon races are? It's trolls and who else?
Trolls, goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and are there any other like D&D-esque?
Well, it depends on whether or
Nobody
not,
knows
like-
where the Glacian fit in.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
Like the giants were like kind of in, because like there were giants on both sides, right? There's like sun giants and cloud giants,
Yeah.
or storm giants and cloud giants, and there were like hill and mountain giants. So in theory, as a race, the giants were like considered the under creatures.
Or they're really, I mean,
Oh, gnolls, who are definitely like creatures of the moon. They were more
gnomes, did you say?
gnolls.
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 With a G.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Well, gnomes also has
Gnolls.
If we ever have a chance to pay a visit to the knoll, that would be the best.
Okay. Yeah. The I don't know, just under creatures is
Yes.
really the thing.
Okay.
The creatures of the night, I suppose, is the best way.
Oh, and badgers.
Badgers. Yeah, sure.
And
Badgers.
Helianthus wanted to rule them all. So I am a little worried that him giving you power, Alzim, could be like, I know he intended it as a gesture of peace, but it could be a like oh, he's at it, or like they could interpret it as, oh, he's at it again. He wants to rule everything and own everything.
I did not consider that danger. He
Something-
did confess that that was his original reason, and that he has repented of it. My impression was that he had intended to summon you and to give you the sign of his power.
Well,
But
I
it's
guess we'll just
unclear.
have to see what happens.
Perhaps he is more clever than we thought, and this is a part of his ploy. Well, as I was saying, you should definitely enjoy the pleasantries of our grove here. It's a place of peace, and we may not see it for some time. Enjoy your meditations here. Oh, are there fruit trees?
Yeah.
Ooh, fresh fruit.
All right. Let's say that the rest of your time there, or the rest of the day, rather uneventful. No more visions, no more events. None of your sanctuary. There's a brief blip where your sanctuary, like you feel like murderous intent, but as soon as you look over in the direction, it's gone.
Huh.
That was probably nothing.
That is a sign of great danger.
Yeah, and then the next day, just about like early morning, as I assume Alzim, you as someone's preparing breakfast, Chief Hakim can be seen walking along the water. He comes to you and what's it called? He's carrying a flask of something, of some water, and he says, and he hands it to you, Alzim, and says, "Is this the water?"
Does it taste as...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It shares its characteristics of refreshment.
Well, what you said was true. The small creek was purified. Never before have we seen such clear, crisp water. We'll have to collect it, but respect it, so it is not wasted. We will carve a shrine there, a shrine to the old sun god. Perhaps his first one in a long time. Maybe he'll appreciate it as a way of saying, a way of apologizing, perhaps. Thank you for giving me the time to review the evidence. I read the book, the Corona, as they call it. Such a vile piece of writing. Have you read it?
I've only had the time to skim it, but I have seen the parts that have been left out of the old scriptures.
It describes the necessity of culling. How this world is small, finite. How it can be controlled using the sun and empowering it. And using these people's lives without their consent, without taking it from them and pushing it into the sun just so they can have this another small grasp on power. It's like they forgot how to be good. And the whole focus is not in empowering the rest of the world. It's merely keeping their grasp on it.
It did seem that initially it was a terrible choice that they had to make to save all of creation.
It's
But as
understandable.
with all things, over time it became corrupted, and their intent became villainous.
1,000 years. 1,000 years. You think one of them, anyone who knew, would be thinking of an alternative.
We think it is possible that there are some who have. My friend likes allies, his friends, who were they, your friends? What did you call them?
Glacians.
The Glacians, that's it. I had not heard that name until Light had mentioned it. But rumor has it that they have created another sun. Perhaps now unnecessary, now that we know that the true sun is returning. But perhaps they were the ones who thought that the nightmare of creating the first son of man would not need to happen again with better technology.
Do we know, was their son also powered by souls?
We don't know anything about it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
your friend Ray,
Mhm.
or your ex-friend Ray, said that that they had to kill them because they had the possibility of creating a new sun, and would take away power from the center. So they're all dead. So they can't, or well, most of them are, right?
That encampment.
Yeah, that encampment is dead. So, and yeah, I guess you don't really know what they were thinking of for making one.
We have our rumors of a hope.
But now our hope is in Helianthus, the true god of the sun. By the way,
Drunk elf.
I should tell you, as we have followed the Son of Man so blindly these last 1,000 years, it is important to remember that gods themselves are not perfect. My brother Led here. And now, just this past night myself, we have had visions in the presence of Helianthus himself. It is important for you to note that he has taken the form of an elf.
Why would he do that? He could choose
Apparently-
any form, right?
Yes, and you would think that he would wisely have chosen Troll.
You would have chosen Troll.
Yes,
the
for the
obvious choice.
for the 103 reasons.
we
but-
we live for a long time. Nothing can kill us. Come on.
I tell you, the fact of the matter is that even the gods have fallen prey to the elves' propaganda. But my point...
Now, hold on. We did used to be followers of the moon, so it,
That is true.
we
Lunar
don't
would
wanna-
definitely wisely have become a troll. But
Unless he was a badger.
blasphemy! Friend Light, never be heard to say that in the presence of a troll. The badgers are beneath us in every way, and also quite delicious. The badgers were a gift from Lunar to the trolls.
Do you, Chief Hakim, do you know, is there somebody in the troll community who might be Lunar?
I don't
Somebody-
know, right? Who would Lunar be?
Well, he'd
What
be old, older than old. So old that nobody knows how old they are.
That sounds like you, Chief Hakim!
He'd be-
It could be me. It could be me. Yeah.
Well, so Helianthus knew pretty clearly. So, I mean, if it was you, you'd definitely be lying to
I'm
us.
I'm not the sun. I'm not the sun. I'm not the moon god.
Okay.
I think I would know.
If Lunar is anything like Helianthus, he would definitely tell you right away. Oh, the other thing, I have failed to mention this. I keep forgetting these things. Meetings with gods are very, very disturbing. He had mentioned that I had invited him to come here to learn from Chief Hakim, because it seems like Helianthus has lost much of his wisdom in the last 1,000 years. By the way, do you know that the gods can become drunk? And the Helianthus has himself been drunk for over 900 years?
Wow.
Yes,
Learning a lot right now.
that elf body has really influenced him negatively.
Well, I mean, elves can't drink.
I know, right?
Chose the one that could.
So weak!
Yeah.
Rule 97,
Come
right?
on, all right.
So-
Want to drink? Be a troll.
Yes,
But-
we've heard them now so many times.
He did mention... Yes. Rule 27. Trolls know how to tell a story. Now, Helianthus did also mention when I invited him to come and learn from Hakim that he could not do so. That there were some rules that the gods could not come to us, but we would have to go to them. So, Lunar must have a similar thing where you have to go to a cave or something and, like, look at a rock. Or perhaps walk into a dark forest and pick up a mushroom.
Or
I
a
don't
pool
know.
reflecting the light of the moon.
Oh.
Seem
Except
to
for that's
be-
impossible given the current circumstances.
Yes. That is a crucial problem.
Yes. You only have that vision in your head because your family has these paintings that remind you of such things.
Yes. We don't even know what the moon even looks like anymore. All we have are this vague shape
Paintings of
of
paintings.
this crescent.
I feel like that is negative propaganda. Drawn by people who serve the sun. It says, we want to make the moon look small and sharp. Like a blade.
Wait, you're suggesting that it wasn't actually sharp and curved like a blade.
No, the moon was greater than the sun itself. Larger, closer to his people. There are stories that the moon would sometimes be so large as to almost fill the sky and be red as blood. The blood of one's enemies. The blood of conquest. The blood of victory.
I don't know. That all sounds a little much.
That's why I thought it might be sharp. You know, they always have these horror stories about the moon, and things about it
blood
driving
moon.
people crazy, and so I just imagined.
Or
it
even
as-
like a
as-
harvest moon, right? You're
Yes.
cutting your grain. You need something sharp.
Yes.
Well, no matter. I'm sure you'll come across him in your journeys. Either way, I bring supplies, and he points behind him, and there's a rhino carrying like a bunch of supplies.
Oh, another rhino.
This should
No.
be enough for your journey.
Yes, that is a troll's ransom in food and supplies. My companions will enjoy them much.
I suggest you take not the sun's road, but the moon's road.
Of course, we'd be fools to take the sun's road.
You should be able to get to Organthal, if I recall, in about a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks hard riding.
Wait, is that?
But Alzim, what about your? Oh yeah, it won't be a couple weeks too. It'll just be like a day or something to ride the shadow.
Right.
And then it's more.
Oh,
it's,
if we-
it's the same amount of time that it took us to get here from.
Yep.
My parents.
Yeah, he doesn't know
Alzim,
that.
so-
He doesn't know that you're riding the shadow.
Oh yeah, are we gonna tell him?
Right.
No,
No.
The less people
No.
who know about that, the better.
Alzim, all that we seem to have our supplies, so all that waits is to
My mother.
meet your mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did she not choose to come with you?
She wanted a moment alone. She'll be arriving when I leave. She's awaiting my return up at the top of the hill.
I shall meet her at the river so that we may share some time together.
I will tell her to meet you at the river.
We'll wait here.
Yep.
If it is not necessary in terms of any game function, then we can simply say that I had a endearing moment of trollish weeping, and then
Okay, yeah, we can just do that.
all right,
The,
yeah,
the
I mean, that's
many
fine.
Yeah, I
troll
will meet-
rituals.
yeah, I'll meet
of
my mother at the
return.
river, greet her with the appropriate filial weeping. There will be a sharing of love, revelations of what has happened in my life.
I feel like I should give you a token. What would be fitting?
There's soup
Oh.
in a bottle.
I know. Here's a thermos.
When meeting
troll
with your
sounds.
when meeting with your mother, it makes sense that your paladin effects don't make sense anymore, right? Because you're not really a paladin of the sun anymore.
Well,
I
I'm
mean, you're a paladin of the
of
old
the
sun,
sun.
of the
Yes,
sun, not the son of man.
sure.
So she offers you an old set of troll armor,
Oh, nice.
hidden away in a cache, not used since the wars.
Ooh, troll battle armor. I like that.
Troll tears sound like boulders rolling down a hill.
Yes.
Like the flood of a river after a dam has been breached.
Wow.
All right,
Terrifying.
You guys are great. It's like
you have your troll armor,
yes.
and with your companions, you begin to ride. You head right towards the sun.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
the
so
goal.
we hit it like just as the sun is coming around,
Yes.
like at dusk. We split.
Yeah, you are hitting it as close as possible.
Oh, great! This is gonna be one of those long shots, like in Lord of the Rings, where they're just running across the plane.
Yeah.
There's dramatic music playing in the
Or in
background.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the best way to ride the shadow is you want to do exactly that and try and hit the shadow at that moment. Try and keep up with it. It's not really possible to keep up with it. It's always going to be faster than you.
Yep.
You just have to be faster than the sun behind you.
Yep.
So we leave when it's almost burning our skin, and then
Yes.
So yeah, you start riding the shadow and you get close. And the sun is finally, as you reach that perfect shadow point, the sun is within view.
Mm.
You're only a few miles away, and you can see it. There's ruins of a giant city in the center. You see the walls, aged by the desert, bleached by the power of the sun. At the center of this ruined city, you see multiple towers all trying to grasp into the sky, perhaps the old keep. At the center of these towers is one large golden and silver tendrils spiral up alongside this tower up to this giant disc. This large disc, which you now see the back of, has in the center of it a glowing green orb. And as you look into it and stare at it, you see...
Wait, on the back of the disc?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, is it one of those like things like in the horror movies that are just swirling with souls?
Yeah, you can't really make it out because it's so far away. But
Right.
you can see it swirling. It's
Yeah.
weird because it's so far away, but you can see it so clearly.
Oh,
It's
yep.
projecting an image into your mind.
Oh, the lies.
It's a fell thing.
Yes.
I would say something, but I'm writing so hard that all I can do is stare slightly.
Yeah. Seeing it will probably cause us to be reinvigorated, so we like redouble our efforts and speed. It would make sense that they would have built the sun originally in the greatest city that was center to the world at the time. So these ruins must be like the center of like some like the Rome of his day or whatever, some great city center.
Oh man, because all the people of the world who were building it had to come together in one place.
Yeah.
God, can you
But then
imagine?
they had to abandon it at the end.
Can you imagine the treasures that must be?
That was exactly what I too was thinking. Oh, Brother Led, I do not know if this is, for all the time that we have traveled together, that our thinking has become similar, or if this is the taint of Helianthus and his greed that is permeating our blood now. Perhaps a little of both. But
Well,
I thought the same.
the treasures and the knowledge, right? But well, we'll turn the real sun back on. We can turn this one off.
As you're writing, it's writing hard. It's writing fast. The wind is blowing in your hair. You're starting to hear things. You can't tell if it's the wind or a whisper of something else, but you're hearing screams, echoes of pain. Save me! It burns! You should burn instead.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a mixture of voices. Some
Sure.
are asking for mercy, some are asking for help. And there are a few which are asking out in anger, trying to push that pain onto you.
Driven mad.
Make it end! Make it end!
Remember, we are doing as much as we can to make it end.
Yes.
Steals my heart.
As you're writing hard and fast, a body
Tears.
you see in front of you, standing silently, is a small boy.
Wait, we see somebody
Yeah,
ahead of us?
yeah.
How far away?
It's about a few hundred yards away, and you're approaching it very fast. From this distance, it looks like a small boy that's staring at the center of the sun.
Oh, he's looking away from it.
He's looking at the tower where the sun is.
Right.
The Son of Man.
But his back is to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
This does not bode well.
well.
Can we just veer to the left and avoid him entirely? 20, 30 yards or something
easily.
like that?
Yeah, you are able to avoid him. As you
Wait. I don't think Light would, though. I think Light would go, "There's a small child. How did he get here? Perhaps someone else was riding the shadow. Friends, I will rescue him."
No, that is no child. There is no way a child will be standing here at the edge of the city of the sun. It is surely either an apparition or a trap,
Some fell spirit.
or your nemesis, the champion of Lunar, waiting for you, knowing that we were to come here.
Ooh.
But if it is a child, you can't knowingly leave someone behind.
We will come close enough to know for sure,
Yes.
but do not approach it.
If I think it is a child, I will. If something happens, you'll have to leave
If
me
it is
behind.
truly an innocent, we will rescue it.
all right, what are you doing?
All right, we're getting close enough,
Yeah, we
Close
ride.
enough.
and
Close
Light
enough
is going to
to-
get close enough to make sure that it is not a real child.
Can you give me
Even
a,
if it's dangerous.
Give me an estimate of how close. Like so close enough that you can get a good view, or close enough that you could grab onto him.
Well, I want to get a good view.
I want
And if
I want
that
us to
view
ride.
Gives me information.
I want us to ride to about 150 feet away, so it's like about half a block, so we can like look and yell at it, but not have it be able to immediately like jump up, grab our face, and eat our or plunge a
Eat your
proboscis
mind
down our
off.
throat and plant the seed.
Yeah.
So, you get close enough to get a view of it, and as you pass by, its eyes are still locked onto the sun, the tower of the sun, and it looks like a very pale, very light-colored small boy. When you get past it, and like it's harder to like look at it, keep your eye on it. You look away, you look back. And on the look back, you see that the small child is staring at you as you ride away.
I have to go back. Actually, I don't think I would even have gotten that far if I thought it was even a pale child.
Yeah, if
I
we,
will stop.
we will stop with you.
Yeah, damn it, Light.
We'll quickly dismount, and we will stand staring at the child from 60 feet away.
Okay. It's staring at you.
Child, I don't know how you've gotten here, but quick, come with me. I will take you out of this place.
Child doesn't move.
It's dangerous. I'm going to run towards him.
No! Can I grab Light before
You
he
can
runs
grab
up?
him.
Can you not see this is an unnatural sight?
The child reaches one hand forward towards you.
No!
But I gotta
Alzim!
say, it's a very unnatural thing, because it's like that, or it's like the rest of its body is stiff, but one arm is reaching towards it.
Light, this is no natural child.
Can
This
you
you are
sounds like a
placing
good
yourself in
place for
danger.
someone to try and discern realities.
Ooh,
Yeah, go for it.
Look at that.
Because then we'll be able to tell whether or not Light, who's really bad at this, can actually figure out anything.
Mhm.
Got it.
All right. So is this with wisdom? I don't actually.
Yes, it is.
Roll on wisdom. All right. And
Ooh,
that is a
whoa.
one. That is a one.
Oh.
Snake
Okay.
eyes with a -1.
It's
Okay, so-
not
Alright.
the role we wanted, but maybe the role we needed.
Yeah. Oh, this
Okay,
is
so
amazing.
as you guys are distracted looking at the small boy, you are all three of you suddenly grasped by pale arms reaching around behind you,
Whoa.
and they pull you to the ground. You look around to see you, and it's more pale, like people, and they're all like stone cold faces. Their eyes all black, and they're very pale, but everything else about them has like color. And they're grabbing you and trying to pull you under the sand.